Why can't you answer yes or no?
There's nothing new to the game. You just eat healthy, train, and then keep going forward.
If I did it, my career would have been over in the 90s.
Are you actually on like TRT though?
What would be the point though?
Today we're gonna get into the video on Generation Iron. Funny they actually made the title, "There Can Only Be One Fake Natty. Michael Hearn reacts Liver King steroid reveal." Now I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they made that the title, but even Generation Iron is on the same page as a lot of people. Now, the goal of this video is this is not a natty or not video, okay? Just so you guys understand, you're not coming here for me like natty or not. It's to see things through my lens and what I look at in terms of seeing red flags when it comes to naturally acclaimed influencers. I have a huge confirmation bias. I've been a bodybuilder for 10 years. I've been off steroids. I've been off absolutely everything for the last, I don't know, year and a bit. So like mid-October, I've been off. That's anything. Pro hormones, peptides, SARMs, steroids, anything you cannot buy at your normal nutrition stop or supplement store. I'm not on anything but these natural things right here. My confirmation bias right now is basically that. You know, when I see somebody that looks like me in terms of like, you know, muscle bellies, physique attained, etc. I see them, I look at them like, hey, they're probably bodybuilders are using, and then my day goes on for the most part. For most other people, for me learning this entire situation when it comes to Liver King, there's a lot of people that are out there that are very, very, very misinformed. And I wanna give you guys a better insight of what to look for so you're not duped again. So we're gonna respond to the video here. I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let you guys see what I see right from the get-go. We're only gonna watch about 10 minutes of the video because I'm not gonna literally go through 44 minutes of the video. Either way, let's start off from the beginning.
Take 1 second here to let you guys know that my products, the Titan Crew, are available over at Walmart. You got the pump product.
The video starts off with him promoting his brand. Now, if you're gonna promote a brand, you have to have a disclaimer. You 100% have to have a disclaimer. And here's my disclaimer for you guys. I've been off of everything since mid-October last year. Not doing anything at all, nothing. What I'm taking is right here. Literally, I've been taking Vitality, GHP, Test, Booster, and Createch, and also my pump, and obviously, you know, the protein, Iso Smooth and whatnot. If you guys take everything that I'm taking, you are not going to look like me whatsoever. You're not. It will give you a benefit in your own personal life. It might give you that 2% advantage in terms of, you know, having better pumps in the gym, or you're having the zinc in the test boosters and those extra ingredients giving you a little bit more oomph in your testosterone levels, but like nothing crazy. It's not going to replace steroids. None of what you take is going to give you an absolutely amazing physique or even my physique, period. And that's the responsibility I think that we have as influencers, or I think take us even deeper. It's the responsibility for good-looking people with good-looking physiques to be clear, open, and honest to those out there to let you guys know that you will not look like them. Now, when I look at this, I'm looking over, I'm like, holy shit. I thought that was Calvin Van Moger for a minute. Calvin Van Moger is a professional bodybuilder. He portrayed Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm looking on this BPI pump booster, test booster pump formula, and JoinX, whatever it is, and right? So right away, I'm looking at this and be like, oh, a regular viewer's gonna see this and be like, oh, I'm gonna take this stuff and look like him. No.
Walmart, you got the pump product. Get that focus on the workout. The test booster, bump it naturally. And then the joint support. You gotta keep the joints healthy. That way you can train for a lifetime.
And then the next clip is him promoting himself, looking like he's a week out for Olympia. This video here, doesn't matter if it's recent or not, looks like he can do the Olympia, Masters, Classic, or bodybuilding, and probably win. Just letting you know. That's what I see from here. We got a pin press of 4 plates on the Smith machine. Now, guys, again, that's very misleading. Basically, opens it up. These are the products I'm using. My face is on it, and this is what you can achieve. Not necessarily saying it, but he's not saying it. And that's the issue we have.
Good morning, guys. This is the Michael Hearn Show on Generation Iron, and we're going to go over some, I guess, for you guys, hot topics today.
Now, you know how I looked at the Liver King apology, and I was watching Chael Sonnen this morning actually, and he made a great point about, you know, the guy staying in character the entire time. He apologized in character. Brian Johnson did not apologize to any of you guys. The Liver King apologized. So when I talk about eye lines, right? Again, look at when I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm talking from my head. I am very confident what I'm saying. I'm very honest with what I'm saying, so my eyes don't veer off. Now, if I'm thinking about something and I'm kind of going in my head, whatever, like this, yeah, you know, I'm thinking those are natural, you know, just eye traces. And then if I'm looking at something, I need to look down at whatever it is. I don't have anything down here, but say there's a teleprompter, I can kind of get my notes from here. But one of the main important things, if you really want to know if someone's doing a really good job at being straightforward, they're able to look you in the eye, and through this lens is looking in your eye. I find it very funny that this video that he's done, he doesn't have to look at anyone but the host of Generation Iron. But again, let's just watch what he says.
So listen, man, let's get it right into it, man. I know we gotta talk about this Liver King situation, right?
Guys, just let you know, I've watched a little bit of Generation Iron, another clips from him. He really has no clue what's going on. So it's pretty funny to see him actually naturally responding to this and being like, what the heck? And it just shows, again, there's a lot of people out there who are just not only just misinformed, but just really didn't even know, right?
It seems like everybody's trying to expose that guy somehow, especially on the blogs, right? It seems like people want to tear him down. Like, he's an entertainer, you know what I mean? Like, he's somebody who I feel like entertains people, funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what the hate is about. So I feel like people have been trying to tear him down. That's what I think personally.
The reason why people are pissed is because Liver King said to attain his physique, follow the 9 ancestral tenets, and you'll look like this. That's why people are pissed. Because there is a vast majority of people who literally follow what he said, who are doing nose to tail diet, eating organs, balls, dick, tongues, whatever. There are people literally out there today, and probably still, even though it's been exposed, that are eating donkey balls. I don't know. But like, you would be pissed if I literally got you guys. I was like, hey guys, to attain this physique, you gotta eat the best bull doo-doo out there. I'm talking like the grass-fed doo-doo, because like, you know what I'm saying, when the bulls are out in the pastures and they're eating that grass-fed organic grass out there, and it goes through the system, when they crap it out, you're eating the most nutrients there is, and I got a plate of doo-doo, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, gotta eat that doo-doo, and I gotta show off I'm ripped as hell, and then you're like, man, I want to be like Johnny, I gotta eat some buffalo doo-doo, and I'm gonna get just like him. And then you find out a year later that, hey man, I was actually taking steroids and a bunch of GH. I wasn't eating doo-doo at all. That was actually, you know, half melted ice cream, chocolate ice cream actually. In fact, it was delicious. My bad. You would be fucking pissed. I would just be nervous to walk out of the house if I knew that I was leading people on to eat buffalo doo-doo for a year and then tell you the guy said, so like, there's a reason why people are pissed. Figure it out, Vlad.
More plates, more dates. The guy that you like. And he basically
see how he bait him, and the guy you like,
for
he calls him out.
Using steroids. Liver King is claiming to be natural. He's denying use of any type of PEDs. And then more plates, more dates. Derek, he's saying that he got emails exposing that Liver King is basically using steroids. He's been talking to some coach about all his cycles, and he even reached out to Derek for help with that stuff as well. So it's like an hour-long video, right? Talking about, he's going through every single email, which, you know, I don't know if those emails are real, not real. I have no clue. There's no validation to it, right? But basically, people trying to tear him down and saying he's a fake natty.
Does it matter if they're fake or not fake? I mean, let's just go with the...
Let me tell you something right now, okay? There's 2 cameras in this entire video. There's a camera that's actually facing him, obviously the computer or screen that he's looking at while he's talking to Vlad. He has not once looked you guys in the face. And this is like a classic Michael Hearn or classic anybody who's lying. Bait and switch. Switch it around. Just basically don't really answer the question. Ask another question. Veer away from you. Make sure it's away from you. Like, how do you feel? Like, do you even care? I think these are like a little bit of questions that might kind of prize, or like he tests to see that, like, if I ever came out, like, would you care enough? Because he always says, do you care? He wants you guys not to care. Michael Hearn wants all of you guys to stop giving a crap about Natty Knot. Now, I've said that, stop caring about Natty Knots for a reason. Not because to ignore the fact of that, but is to stop worrying about people that you're kind of thinking about. Like, worry about what you can do to be better yourself and just follow some basic nutrition, basic training, and over-exhaust that resource. Literally. Like, stop worrying about, you know, who's natty or not in that manner of do what you need to do. But if someone comes out and says that to attain the level of physique that they have, you have to follow this, and this, then there's a little bit of a little bit of misleading that's going on there that needs to be addressed. For this reason, So you don't have people getting duped by Liver King-esque people again in Michael Hearn. Again, I can't say he's on steroids, but again, if it acts like a duck, quacks like a duck, and walks like a duck, it sure as hell is a damn duck. Sorry. Anyway.
Him getting called out against what he was saying he was doing compared to what he is doing.
Well, it looks like everybody's been calling him out, right? It looks like even Joe Rogan was saying that this guy is definitely not natural. It's just been like, it's been like a campaign going against Liver King for whatever reason, right?
For whatever reason. No clue. No, for whatever reason, I have no clue why everybody's calling him out for it. It doesn't seem like the funny thing is like Liver King has almost the same platform and foundation as Michael Hearn. He's selling supplements, making claims that what he's doing is creating the physique that he has, and that you guys can do it too. No, you can't. And it's funny watching him kind of like, dodge around this. He's dodging around it. Guys, am I wrong? Like,
Are people going to stop watching Liver King because...
Can I ask you a personal question?
No, they're going to get... Yeah, what's up?
Before we go, is it going to damage the business and stuff? You personally, do you care one way or another?
see,
He's...
Mike can't look at you guys in the camera. There are X amount of people that are watching this. He knows that. And he does not look in the camera at all to you guys. And he keeps saying, do you care? Do you even care? Do you even care? Because if you know what happens, if he says, yes, it's going to damage his business, then he's saying the exact same thing to himself internally. That's going to damage my business. If they find out that I'm natural and that this happens to me, this will definitely damage my business. That's what he's saying in his head. Again, that's my opinion. But the way it looks, it's like, why can't you answer yes or no? Or like give an actual, it's always a bait and switch. It's always a deflect. It's never a straight answer. Mike, do you think it will affect his business? Here's my opinion. I think it will hurt his business a little bit. I think by this point in time, Liver King has made such a character that people like the character itself and now just want to be a part of the catastrophe. So like, buying stuff from him or whatever, it's now like, it's a big thing. Still has some kind of weight. I'm still following the Liver King. For whatever reason is, he's still going to make money. And to be quite honest, I really thought of this. None of you guys knew who Liver King was. He didn't know who Brian Johnson was. All Brian Johnson has to do to get away from this is let his shit phase out, because he did all the marketing right. He's got a bunch of videos that are probably preloaded and ready to go. He's got stuff that's done. If you're doing it right, he's got stuff already finished. And then he can just let it phase out, shave his freaking beard, put on regular normal clothes and his shirt, and you would not even know. You guys see Dan Bilzerian without a beard, James Harden without a beard, you wouldn't recognize these guys. And this guy's known from the start as this guy wearing a beard. So literally, in my belief, I don't believe this will hurt him that much at all. I think sales will drop. I think his social media presence will be berated. I've looked at a couple of his posts, and like the first 100 are just like, you suck, you're a liar, liver lie, the king liar, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Right? That will affect him. But like in overall sales, he was already a millionaire before it started. He's already made $100 million and he'll continue to make money even though he's been outed, right? Why can't he give that answer?
I personally don't care. I look at Liver King as an entertainer who's been just making these crazy viral videos. That's how I look at him. You know what I mean?
And I actually have to agree with Vlad on this, because it comes back to the Kale Stoner video I was watching this morning. Watch that video, man. Kale Stoner made a dope video on this and it was awesome. He basically made the point that the Liver King literally is a character that lied to you. You guys know him as Liver King, and that's genius. That is absolutely genius. And think about it now, it's even more genius that the Liver King came out and apologized as the Liver King. Genius. The guy had a marketing strategy and it worked. He said exactly what he was going to do and he did it. Just gotta make that point.
Because I think of the same way as you did. I never really followed him, but my staff does, and everybody I know that knows him says he's a nice guy. And I don't follow a lot of entertainers in the sense on social media. I even have friends that work out, but they always do like stunts in the gym and stuff like that. And I don't follow that because it's, if anything, I'm following the Husky page or something like that, or a Christmas page.
Again, it just finding a way to not really address the issue.
Sort of like, that guy named Juju Mufu?
That is an insult to Juju Mufu. Juju Mufu has been upfront about what he does in his life. Like, what? That's a terrible, terrible comparison. I'm sorry.
He's using his supplements to like be like, you can get like me if you take the supplements, but in reality it's taking steroids. I think that's the issue, right? That's the core of the problem here.
That is the issue.
I would say I think half the people, or at least half of the people, are upset that he was selling something and making it like, if you take the vitamins, you can be like me. If you do my program, you can be like me. And I see why they would be upset, but I got a question.
Another one. Here we go.
Is that where does the responsibility fall on? So like back in the days, what was it? It was cigarettes. They were selling cigarettes.
Another bait and switch.
Nobody said they were bad for you, so everybody
guys,
sold cigarettes.
When you're watching these things, I want you guys to watch closely at how well somebody answers a question. Literally, a question. It's that simple. Like, who's a responsibility lie on? It's not a responsibility. And I say this again. It is an obligation for those people who have good-looking faces and good-looking physiques. Those type of people will never really be told the truth because everyone wants to be their friend. And that's a fact. That is a fact. I studied this in university. I studied sociology and criminology and a lot of those things, interpersonal relationships. I used university to just learn stuff that I could learn that was actually like useful for my own interest. And that is a fact. You guys get stupid about what I'm saying. I'm going to tear you apart in the comment section, literally. But facts. You are a 6-foot muscular white male, you automatically have power in the world. It has nothing to do with systematic, whatever. It just has everything to do with the law of attraction. If you're a 6 foot in any culture, the law of attraction, you are a more dominant present. If you're 6 foot and good looking, you're a more dominant present for males. If you're a good looking female, if you're on the same level, you have a little bit more hierarchy in life in terms of how people treat you, getting jobs, you're more attracted. The law of attraction is just that. So it is your obligation to be upfront and transparent. I will tell you to use my code Johnny10 for 10% off, bluestarnutraceuticals.com, and get yourself 10% off and use these products that I'm using that are helping my life, but they're not creating this physique, and this will not help you create this physique either. What it will do is give you more convenience if you're stuck on a meal and you need a meal replacement. You got some protein to make. Yeah, you got some protein powder here. Those are good things that help age your life, but they will not make you look like a professional bodybuilder. So the responsibility is on the person that is promoting their product. I say this to people when they hire me. The only benefit of you hiring me, the only way this is going to work is if you listen to what I say, do, and ask questions so you can learn. And then we can learn together each other and we can make progress. But I never make empty promises. I don't ever say that I guarantee you're going to make results. My only guarantee is that you follow exactly what's supposed to be followed and you will have results, period. It's on us, not on you guys.
Nobody said they were bad for you, so everybody smoked cigarettes.
You can't compare cigarettes to protein powder. I'm old enough to remember when they took smoking basically out and they couldn't make commercials about being cool and smoking because what the companies were doing, they're selling a highly addictive product and making it super attractive. The health officials are like, hey man, that's actually not morally correct. They were like, hey, stop. And they stopped it. But guess what? There are still people that are smoking cigarettes and dying of cancer caused by cigarettes. But it was on the company. It's not on you. Like what a bait and switch that is.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please
See,
say
she
that
didn't
again?
even get that. But that might be a little extreme for this. His was a mislead on doing something, but when is it yours as the consumer, just common sense that, all right, if you're going to take this pill, it's going to be the trick. I think it's the people that always look for the trick, the one niche.
The problem with the people looking for the trick and with the one, and I've been in this industry for my entire life. I've been in the gym since I was 11 years old. For the most part, and this is straight up, Mr. Tell like it is, honesty. People don't want to work hard for the big goal. That's why people are so fascinated in the overnight sensation, but they don't really see the years and years of failing, right? They don't see all that stuff. Or better yet, people want to be successful, but don't really know what it takes. Like, I want to be a successful business, and I've always wanted to be a successful business. And this year, this year the most, it's really showing me how much I have to work at this. I'm now understanding this at a level I've never understood before in terms of like, yo, there is a lot of management and responsibility in this, that if I don't stay up on top of that, I'm going to tank my business, period. Right? So when it comes to this, yeah, people are looking for the pill, but they're only getting the pill because people promote that there is a pill.
If you want to do health and fitness, follow like what Arnold did or Robbie Robinson does or Frank Zane or these guys back in the day.
I really cannot stand when he keeps going back to guys who used steroids from back in the day. And I'm just saying, like, do what those guys did when there wasn't any internet. Again, another bait and switch. Why not do what you say do? That's what you know there's a hole in it. When he's said this in a couple videos. Go back and do what Arnold did, what Robbie Robinson did, what Frank Zane. They did steroids. What? Is he indirectly telling us that he's on steroids? Because he does. He's giving you advice. Follow what those guys are doing. Do what they did. Those guys did steroids, Mike.
There's nothing new to the game. You just eat healthy, train, and then keep going forward. Right. And nobody wants that.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my, so what the fuck?
So this guy comes out, he goes, hey, you eat liver and bull's balls, you're golden. You're going to be a freak like me.
Let's do that again. You got to eat liver and bull's balls and you'll get a freak like me. Or you got to eat these high in protein duck eggs and take my BPI joint relief test booster or whatever, and you can look like, what are you talking? This guy is baiting, he's outing himself. So I'm just giving you guys an idea of like, when I watch this is what I'm thinking, like, what? And this is how you guys have to think very skeptically. One of the best courses I took in university was philosophy, because it makes you be a skeptic in a sense of like, you gotta look at all things. You can't just look at your point of view. You can't just be like, I believe this and that's it. You have to be able to be like, I believe in this, but let me see the angle from that person, this angle, and gives you the ability to be more of a critical thinker. We want to be critical thinkers. You want to be skeptical in some things when you hear things, be like, let's do a little bit of, you can't just be like, oh, really? I can look like that? You can't do that. Because guys like this, who are pulling bait and switches this entire time, I hope this video goes viral so people can look at this and be like, okay, when somebody says that I'm natural or that I'm whatever it is, I know what to look for. I know that if someone's gonna bring out in the first couple seconds of their video products and then not say that they're not gonna look like me or that person, then they should probably turn the channel right away, because the rest of the video is not gonna be as honest as it should. So no one sit there and spend 10 minutes on disclaimer saying, hey guys, take my products, but you won't look like me. Cool. But you got to say it at some point. At some point, the person promoting the product should say, it will not make you look like me, unless they start literally promoting average Joes on their products. And then that's probably not going to happen because that's not attractive, right? The constant avoidance, the constant bait and switch, the constant never really answering questions, the putting the onus on the viewers. Like it's your responsibility to do your research before. Now it is. Let's be serious. There is responsibility for the viewer to educate themselves. But again, when it comes to this industry, unless you're born and it's brought to you in school of things to know and understand, like you're not gonna know. Like you're not gonna know. I'm doing a video when I'm in Vegas. Is basically paying people for their fitness knowledge, and we're gonna have 5 questions. 5 questions for people that are gonna go from pretty easy, everyone should know, to hard. And I'll be asked for regular people, and then I'm gonna do one actually at the expo and kind of compare and see what people's actual like fitness level is. But I can tell you right now that I'm not going to be surprised that in both environments, they're going to be very, very, very small, because no one's growing up with this stuff in their face. So when someone comes out like me and looks like me and says, hey guys, you want to look like me? Take this. You're going to be like, I do want to look like you because you look good and you're strong, and I want to have muscles too, because muscles and strength mean like power and respect, and it means so much. So everybody wants the magic pill so they can fit into a group or get the girl or guy that they want, or fit into the dress that they want, or go on the vacation and look great. Everybody wants, of course it is. But how much of an onus are you really trying to put on the viewer or the consumer? Unfortunately, we're in a world where there's a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of misinformation that's out. And there's way too much misinformation, and there's too little of people like Derek, like Greg, like a lot of the bodybuilders, Fuad, Ian Valere, Nick Walker, Brett Wilkins, all these guys who are open and honest about their goals. There's not a lot of that out there. There's way too much misinformation and way too little honest, vulnerable, transparent YouTubers, influencers, or whatever it is. So just to close, I want you guys, next time you look at a video of someone that's claimed that they're natural. And for me, it's like, I want you to look at these guys right now. Chris Bumstead, Ryan Terry, Jason Postins, Logan Franklin, Alex Cabanero. I'm gonna put these up right here, and then I'm gonna put Michael Hearn right here. Now, do they look like they're in the same class of people? I know the answer is gonna be yes. So these guys are professional bodybuilders. This guy claims to be absolutely natural. It's on you to decide. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, become that tell like it is, transparent, vulnerable truth. And guys, hit my description below and hit those discount codes and promo codes and links to my ebook, my splits, coaching, and even, guys, book a phone consult. If you want to know more about what I'm doing, we have a very open, vulnerable, transparent conversation so you can see exactly what you're getting into. Or if you just want to know what next steps to take in your own fitness journey, book yourself a consult. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys add me on Instagram and TikTok, guys. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips. And I'll repost it for you because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.